Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is whatever of Leetcode challenge. Hit the like button, hit subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about today's bomb. Just hit all the like buttons, whatever. I'm here. It's my last day here in Buenos Aires, and perhaps finally I am in front of the giant flower. Apparently it like opens up during the as like time changes or something. I don't know. Maybe that's some like AI generated misinformation, but I think that's probably right. But yeah, all right, I didn't forget about your penguins. We'll get your penguins. Let's get penguins. All right, let's go. Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 12 of the December Leetcode Day Challenge. Hit the like button, subscribe button, join me in Discord. Let me know what you think about today's poem and the intro and the penguins. I'm going to be known as the penguins guy by the end of the zoo. Almost forgot my stuff. Yeah, also got a haircut. I think, though, I don't think it's this short. I think it's just like, I wore a hat and kind of, anyway, it's not a big deal. Today, as my intro said, is my last night in Buenos Aires, where he said, "Yo, estoy muy triste." I don't know if that's correct, but in any case, just because I'm sad doesn't mean you have to be. You should. Let's do this farm together. Is what I mean to say. I have no. It's not a very good segue, but it's okay. I'm tired. I need to pack. I have an early flight. Not as early as my usual 4 a.m. flight, but still morning flight. So yeah. Today we have 34, 33 count mentions per user. You're given an integer number of users, representing a number of ways, number of users, and an array of events of size n times 3 of 3n. Each event sub I can be either of the following two types. You have a message type, which has a timestamp and a mention string. I don't know what that means. Timestamp, I guess timestamp I actually can guess what it means. But mention string is one of the three. This is just like a language, right? They should just give it to you like a language thing. But anyway, so either or, here, or ID number. Okay, so it's either a list of ID numbers or here. Okay, maybe that's fine. And then offline event, which is that, it's just, yeah, the user is offline for 60 seconds from the timestamp, right? Okay, we turn away an array mentions where mentions of I represents the number of mentions the user with an ID I has across all message events. Okay. The first thing I want to do is look at constraints. I mean, I think there is, for stuff like this, I don't know that there's anything too complicated algorithmically, right? The first thing that comes to mind is that there's some sort of sorting or something like that. There's some sort of sorting. There's a sweep line probably, and depending on the constraints, you may choose to sort different things. But I can't imagine it'd be like too ridiculous. So that's kind of my my initial thought process, right? And of course, then now let's take a look at the constraints and even the examples really. And then now look at the constraints. It almost doesn't even matter because there are only 100 users. Actually, maybe that's not the thing that matters because there's 10 to the 5th number of. Wait, no, that's a timestamp, right? That's not the number of events. No, there's only 100 events. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of confused at this one because the constraints are comically small. Like I expect them to be like maybe 1,000. I don't know, or maybe one of them is 10 to the 5th or something. I don't know, but both of them being 100 just kind of. I don't know if I'm understanding this correctly. Let's see. This event of I of 1 is timestamp, right? So wait, yeah. I mean, they're both timestamp events. Is that the thing? Okay. I mean, that part is not even that interesting then. And of course, this is numbers. Okay, so we don't even have to check that it is online or whatever. So because it is guaranteed. So yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say about this one. beyond, you know, beyond what it already is, right? I think that's kind of the complicated thing for me. Not complicated, just like I'm kind of like trying to like I'm just trying to understand what it's doing. I suppose maybe that's what I'm trying to get at. Where's my phone so weird? Okay, but yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think there's so many ways to do this because everything's 100. I don't think there's anything too tricky about it. So let's get started, right? So we have for T for type now, because T is also timestamp. Okay, TS for timestamp, and then P for parameter. In the events, if T is equal to message, are these sorted? These are not sorted, so they're just like a bunch of messages. Okay, so then let's sort first. So basically we're sorting by timestamp, right? And then now you do something with message where mention string is equal to P maybe, and then otherwise then now ID, which is actually like a function in Python, so maybe don't do that. But maybe I could call it user ID, is it? UID is equal to P, right? I don't want to do some things about it, but yeah. And because this is sorted, then now we can just, okay, then now we have all the users, right? So maybe online is equal to, well, I want to say something like, or even like -1,000 or something, I don't know, times n, right? Or number of users. I'm just going to change that to n. And technically it's offline, right? So maybe, and that's why I'm just thinking about it. But you can say offline of I is equal to the user is offline until the user I is offline until offline sub I, right? Something like that, right? So then now offline is fairly simple, right? So yeah, offline of UID is going to be equal to TS plus 60. We might have to be a little bit careful, right, with off by ones. So let me see. So okay, so this is exclusive then, at least the way that we write it. Right, I'm adding the note. Even though typing is hard apparently. Okay. Okay, so then it could be one of these three things, right? So if ms is equal to here, then and maybe you could be a little bit smarter, I think. I mean, there are things you can do to make it smarter for sure, right? But we don't have to because there's only 100 users, so just loop 100 users. We don't have at most 100 event, right? So just loop 100 users. We'll, you know, don't prematurely optimize. So then now, oh, if it's here, then that means that we go with for UID in range of n, right? Is it 0? I'm just double checking whether it's 0 based or, yeah, 0 based. Okay, so right, so then now, yeah, if offline of UID is so this is exclusive, so that means that if it's equal to the timestamp, no, the other way, then we're good, right? So then now we mentioned them. What do we want to do again? Oh no, is it a count or number of mentions? Okay, so then we have to do just, you know, and else if is or, then also simple, right? I mean, you could probably dedupe this or this code, but I'm lazy today, right? And then now we'll just have to parse it, and it's fine, right? It's what does it look like? Is it just ID? Okay, list of IDs. So then it's going to be ms dot split of space. We want to map int for x in right x. We skip the first 2 characters because it's ID. You could also maybe use a regex if you like. So we map it to int, right? Maybe we call this UIDs, right? And then now for UID and UIDs, enter UID increment by 1. And then that's it. I think we're done. Unless we make silly mistakes, which if you watch this channel, you know this happens a lot. Oh, I mean, that one I actually kind of was expecting. I was like, do I need to? That's the one thing that I always forget is what is generator and what's not. So yeah, is TS a string? Oh, timestamp is a string. Why is timestamp a string? That is weird, actually. We might have to fix it for the other places too. In the other places, actually, I could just write like tx is equal to int tx. Like, why was that a string? I mean, I know maybe you could say that that's like how logging works, but that's still a little bit weird. Oh, because UID, this is also maybe that no, timestamp was still a string, so it wasn't just that. Okay, but anyway, looks okay. Let's YOLO submit because I am lazy to check the thing, and apparently I'm wrong. I hope it's just an off by 1, but that's I don't know. Okay, so message to timestamp 2 here. Okay. So user 0 goes offline at 1. Oh. Oh, I see. I think there is an edge case here where yeah, so okay. The tricky thing about this, and maybe I could have handled it a little bit better, is that when 2 things happen at exactly the same time, and I know that we sorted it, but basically the 2 messages, right? One is that is a message, the other is that it is offline. If they both happen at the same time, then you have to, I don't know, I guess I just didn't really think about it. Well, I mean, I don't know that this is a easy guess to see what they do, but you have to read the prompt to actually figure it out, and they actually tell you the status is processed before, right? So that means that, yeah, I mean, we have to process the going offline first, and we didn't because we didn't care about it, right? So we just have to kind of sort it as well. What is it? So we want offline to go first, so we just kind of sort it by this, I suppose. You can maybe even say like F of this. I don't know, I say F because I'm lazy. And then F is just equal to right, so something like this. So then offline will be sorted first. I have hair everywhere. And that looks okay. So let's get a quick submit, and hopefully we don't have another off by 1. I don't know about off by 1, but I am just. There's no 60, so it's not that. Man, that's not the only thing, huh? Okay, so user 0 should have no messages. Okay, so offline. That's true. Why do I have 1 message? No, message 1 is here, right? Is everyone not online to begin with? Wouldn't that send everyone a message? Maybe I'm just missing. Honestly, I just didn't read the prompt closely. Maybe they went over it, but see. Yeah, all users are usually online. Initially online, sorry. I mean, I just misread my wrong answer, honestly. I put it as 0, but it should be 1. Okay, so I actually read it the other way. Okay, so I definitely should have it 1, but oh, that's how they got me. I mean, I put this as an int, but the thing is that this sorting assumes that it is a string. So it is doing a string sort. So that means that the 10 gets processed before the 5 because 1 is before the 5. I didn't think about it. I mean, not a hard thing, just an annoying, silly thing. So okay. I probably made the same 2 mistakes last time, it seems like, because I just saw that I did 2 wrong answers last time. Yeah. I'm trying to find a button. Okay. I am curious. Did I do the same thing last year? Or whatever it is. Yep, I didn't saw it. I actually wrote pretty similar code. So, well, if you can, you can at least say I'm consistent. So you basically watch the same video, I don't know, if you want to twice. What was my right answer? I mean, I think I probably did mostly the same thing. I was just curious how I even did the same thing, except I called K instead of F. And I did this in a different way. But, that's cute, actually. But yeah, okay. So I basically did exactly the same thing. So I don't know. I mean, it was only a year ago. I guess I didn't change that much, but on stuff like this, it'd be nice if I changed for the better, but it's fine. But yeah, I mean, in terms of algorithmics, I mean, there's nothing too hard about it. It is an implementation problem in essence. So yeah, that's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. And yeah, thanks Buenos Aires for having me. If Buenos Aires watching, I don't know. Honestly, I am a little bit sad to be leaving, but it's just another opportunity to come back later, I suppose. And it's not about leaving. It's about the moments you share when you are there and treasuring it. And I did my share of that with penguins. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Stay good, stay healthy, take good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye-bye.